that. When it comes to the opposition, there is reports, there is claims that the opposition was arrested, key opposition leaders. What are your thoughts on that?
Because I have been in Tanzania.
Yeah.
According to what I know, is that the vice chairman of Chadema,
okay,
my friend John Heche was arrested, I think, some 2 weeks before the elections.
Why was that so?
Yeah, the reason for arrest, I don't know, because I'm not in the space of, these policemen, and I'm not a spokesperson for the police department in Tanzania. But John was arrested, but I think now he's out in bail. Tundu Lissu, who is the Chadema national chairman, has been in custody. Actually, he has there is an ongoing case in court. I think since July, I think, or something like that.
Okay.
It's been there for quite some time. So it is not very true that there were, top leaders of opposition that were arrested on that, particular day, on election day.
But the days leading up to the election, isn't it quite the coincidence that the leaders were arrested days leading up to the election? Because two weeks, as you mentioned, is quite a substantial amount of time for things to turn around. Why exactly, in your opinion, do you think this happened? And don't you think it's too much of a coincidence?
You see, we have a police department.
Okay.
And there is also, and they have their intelligence.
Okay.
Yeah. So because if someone is arrested in our country, there is a due, process to be followed. Someone will be arrested, investigation will be done, they will be taken, will be taken to court and all that. And that is why Tundu Lissu has a case in court. Yeah, because that is our legal process, the judicial process. Someone is arrested because there is when someone is being arrested, there are some good reasons for someone to be arrested, and he will be taken to court. Then ultimately, the court will determine if this person is really guilty of, or not.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a process that we leave to court.
Okay, all right. Moving on, right? What measures were implemented to make sure that voters were safe and they had freedom to exercise their rights without any sort of intimidation?
I think, you see, like in our country,
yeah,
at least in every polling station, there are always security personnel in every polling station. The reason is to make sure that, or ensure that voters are safe and they are free to exercise, their freedom of choice,
okay,
of choosing their candidates. So I think if voters were intimidated in any way, this was done by the people, demonstrators, these people who decided to demonstrate. Because, you see, our constitution provides for peaceful demonstration. I underline that. Our constitution provides for peaceful demonstration. Not a demonstration whereby you vandalize public installation, a demonstration whereby you kill people. We even have policemen, some policemen who died, as a result of this. There is a company in Tanzania, they reported recently, is a petroleum company, that about 38 filling stations were set ablaze. 38. People who are working in these filling stations, 38 filling stations, about 300 people have lost their job. Yeah. We have a person in I think that is in Arusha, whose finger was chopped off simply because he had ink as an evidence that he voted. There is one Mzee in Dar es Salaam who he was in his car with his son. He was pulled out of his car simply because he had ink that he voted, and the car was set on fire.
Yes.
So these kind of things, you see, as much as the Constitution and our laws allows for demonstration, but it's a peaceful demonstration where you have to notify the police. Those are our laws. You have to notify the police, give them at least 48 hours notice. tell them the routes that you want to take, the reasons as to why you want to demonstrate, so that they actually provide security to you. But these people, some demonstrated at night. So that was, okay, it's quite unfortunate, and I'm also very sorry for whatever happened in my country. But there is a process to be followed, even when you want to demonstrate. And the law only provides for peaceful demonstration.